May it please your honor, members of the jury. John Lennon said, possession isn't 9/10 of the law, it's 9/10 problem. And it is in this case for the defendant. You have heard all the evidence in this case, and it's now upon you to render a verdict, which the prosecution submits is one of guilty. Today I will take you through the reasons why, members of the jury. Now please remember that if I or any of my learned friends talk about the law, forget it. The only one who will be stating the law and is listened to is the judge. In his courtroom, his word is the law. Now let's talk about the evidence. Let's start with P.C. Sullivan, a professional man, an officer of the law. Remember, members of the jury, what he was doing. He was executing a search warrant. When he was disturbed by the sound of a key in a lock. What happened then? He opened the door and stared in the face of what we say is the defendant. And why should we believe him, members of the jury? For the simple reason, although the lighting wasn't good, and although it was in a split second, he looked him right in the face. He went outside, the defendant fled and went outside. Unfortunately, P.C. Sullivan fell to the ground and saw the defendant in the distance. When he came outside, he saw two people, the defendant and somebody else. No doubt, the defense will say, he picked the wrong man. He saw them both. There might be some blending. We're not talking about testimony of years and years later. It happened right there, right then. There can't be any part of blending. He saw the defendant and he went after it. The defense will also claim, well, we are not so sure. There was a part of confusion. He went first to the left and then to the right. You heard his evidence. There was no confusion at all. He was only making sure that P.C. Griffiths is following the other defendant. Short and good. He saw the defendant, the man he recognized, and gave chase. What did the defendant do then? He got the key. P.C. Sullivan retrieved his key. And shock and horror, it opened the door. Don't forget this. I will come back to this later. Now, let's talk about Mr. Simon. The defense, no doubt, will paint Mr. Simon as a known villain. He is, but he is not a villain as Mr. Beeman is. He only is convicted for his own use, for his own, and not for distributing and selling. Mr. Beeman is 2 times. He recognized the defendant on two occasions and said so. He didn't get anything in return. The defense will claim he did, but at the end he didn't. So now let's talk about the defendant, Mr. Bierman, the drug supplier. What to think about his evidence? What to think about the reasons he threw away the key? I saw a policeman, I always run away, and I will always discard the key. Is this believable, members of the jury? Is this making sense, members of the jury? And the fingerprints on the box, as you remember, it was to keep the money. He said, well, Mr. Horwin said, put it in yourself. Is this believable? Would a known drugs dealer say to his clients, put your money in yourself? Come on, members of the jury. Who to believe? A policeman with an impeccable reputation or a known villain? So there you have it. Taking this all into view, members of the jury, I can say that there is no doubt I find the defendant guilty.
Thank you. Do take a seat.